Good morning to all. Today I am going to discuss about fertilization. The first we go to discuss about what is fertilization. Fertilization is a union process or fusion process. So it is a process in which two opposite gametes or sex cells are fused with each other. It is a process in which two haploid sex cells or gametes, that is sperm and ovum, are fused to form a diploid zygote cell. So it is a process of fusion or union of two opposite sex cells, that is sperm and ovum, to form a diploid zygote cell. The process is known as fertilization. Previously we know sperm is the male sex cell or male gamete produced by testes. Ovum or egg, that is the female sex cell produced by ovary. The process of union or fusion of sperm and ovum, that is called fertilization. Now we discuss about types of fertilization. Fertilization may be external, internal, monospermic or polyspermic. External fertilization is found in some animals like fishes, the fertilization which occurs outside of the body. Mostly in fishes, the fertilization occurs in an aquatic medium. Internal fertilization in higher invertebrates and vertebrates, mostly in case of reptiles, birds and mammals. Fertilization is internal, which occurs inside of the body. Today we discuss about the fertilization in case of human beings. Okay. So internal fertilization is also found in a human beings. And human being is a mammal. Monospermic fertilization. Monospermic fertilization. So only one sperm enters the egg and fertilizes it. In case of monospermic fertilization, only one sperm enters the egg and fertilizes it. That is called monospermic. That is found in case of amphibians, mammals. Polyspermic fertilization. So during fertilization, more than one sperm enters the egg. But the nucleus of one sperm fuses with the nucleus of egg to form a zygote. In case of polyspermic fertilization, the more than one sperm enter the egg, but the nucleus of one sperm fuses with that the egg, that form a zygote. That is called polyspermic, which is found in case of birds. So these are the types of fertilization, that is external, internal, monospermic and polyspermic. Now we discuss about the mechanism of fertilization in case of human beings. First, the meeting of gametes. We previously known the fusion or meeting or union of two opposite gametes to form a zygote, that is the fertilization. At the time of copulation between the opposite sexes, About 2 to 4 ml of semen containing 200 to 300 million number of sperms enter into the vagina of the female. But few hundred number of sperms migrate towards the ampulla of oviduct or fallopian tube. Fertilization in case of human beings that occurs in ampullary ischemic region of oviduct or fallopian tube. Ampullary ischemic region of oviduct or fallopian tube. So the sperms migrate through the female genital tract from vagina up to the ampullary ischemic region of oviduct or fallopian tube. A million number of sperms through semen at the time of ejaculation by the male introduces into the vagina, but few number of sperms migrate towards the oviduct where fertilization takes place. Now look at this diagram. This is the secondary oocyte, that is not a mature ovum. When the sperm enters into the secondary oocyte, here completion of second maturation stage and formation of a mature ovum. And after fertilization, the mature ovum, it becomes the fertilized egg or fertilized ovum or zygote. In oviduct or fallopian tube, these few hundred number of sperms collide with the egg. These few hundred number of sperms collide with the egg. The wall of ovum that produces a chemical that is called fertilizing. The wall of ovum produces a chemical that is called fertilizing. The surface of a sperm contains a surface protein that is called antifertilizing. When the sperms collide with the egg in oviduct, the wall of ovum produces a chemical that is called fertilizing. The surface of sperms possesses a surface protein that is called antifertilizing. So, what are the role of fertilization and antifertilizing? Here a reaction takes place. Between fertilizing and antifertilizing. The reaction is known as agglutination. So why agglutination takes place? Now agglutination causes the attachment of sperms to the wall of egg or ovum. Agglutination causes the attachment of sperms to the wall of egg or ovum. पिलाने देखो ये होची the egg membrane, मुख्यतः এটা হচ্ছে plasma membrane. It is named as a plasma membrane. Over it, zona pellucida. You previously known the outermost corona radiata. Below it, zona pellucida. Below the zona pellucida, the plasma membrane. Okay. Kitu here you look into rounded cells. These rounded cells are the cells of a corona. These are degenerated at the time of fertilization. So the corona radiata, that is the layer of the egg which is degenerated at the time of fertilization. But zona pellucida persists up to gastrulation. of embryonic development. देखो पहला हमने डायग्राम दी, ये हमने स्पर्म, दिस इज ए स्पर्म और स्पर्मेटोजोम. फर्स्ट अटैचमेंट है ये इसे by agglutination. Then entry of sperm begins. प्रथमे ये स्पर्म एंट्री करूची, धीरे धीरे एंट्री करी गला परे नेक्स्ट कोन होचे से विषय में डिस्कशन करिबा. तो how the sperm enters into an egg. How the sperm enters into an egg. Here attachment is by the reaction called agglutination. In contact with sperm, the wall of egg or ovum that forms a conical elevation, that is called cone of reception. Cone of reception. Cone of reception or receptive cone. So in contact with sperm, the wall of egg or ovum that forms a conical elevation, that is called a cone of reception. Now why this cone is formed? Now this cone that forms a pathway for penetration of a sperm. We previously known that the head part of the sperm contains nucleus and acroleon. Acroleon that produces enzymes which degenerate or dissolve the wall of egg or ovum, that helps for the penetration of sperm into an egg. Look at this picture. Here, this is the acroleon, which is a cap-like structure that is present at the tip of the head of the sperm. This acroleon produces acroleomal enzymes. You previously known an enzyme called hyaluronidase, which dissolves the hyaluronic acid present in the wall of the egg. So these acroleomal enzymes can dissolve the wall of egg or ovum. When there is a degeneration of the wall of egg or ovum by acroleomal enzymes, the sperm head follows a path that is called the penetration path. So after entry into the cytoplasm of a secondary oocyte or developing ovum, the sperm rotates at 180 degree. Then it forms a diverted path towards the nucleus of the secondary oocyte or developing ovum. Towards the nucleus of a secondary oocyte or a developing ovum. This diverted path, that is called the copulation path. This diverted path is called a copulation path. So why this path is formed? The path is formed for the fusion of the pronucleus of a sperm and the pronucleus of a ovum. Before fusion of two nuclei of a sperm and ovum respectively, there is an enlargement of both nuclei of a sperm and ovum. And the enlarged nucleus is called as a pronucleus. So after entry into the ovum, the sperm pronucleus which migrate towards the pronucleus of secondary oocyte or developing ovum, and this path is called copulation path. And through this path, the fusion takes place between the two nuclei, and this fusion is known as amphimixis. Amphimixis or karyogamy. Amphimixis or karyogamy, which means nuclear fusion. Amphimixis or karyogamy means nuclear fusion. You previously know karyokinesis, that is the nuclear division. So it's karyogamy or amphimixis, which is nuclear fusion. And after fusion, the nucleus of a secondary oocyte is called zygote nucleus. Now the nucleus is called zygote nucleus. So why it is called zygote nucleus? Now it is a diploid nucleus, not haploid. We previously known the nucleus of sperm and ovum. These are haploid, containing half number of chromosomes, containing n number of chromosomes. But here the zygote nucleus is into n. It contains a diploid set of chromosomes because the nucleus of sperm contains n. The nucleus of an egg or ovum contains n number of chromosomes. After fusion, the zygote nucleus it becomes diploid containing 2n number of chromosomes. In case of human beings, the zygote nucleus contains 46 number of chromosomes or 23 pairs of chromosomes, from which 44 or 22 pairs autosomes and 1 pair or 2 sex chromosomes, that is X and Y. In case of female sex, the sex chromosomes, that is X and X. But in case of male sex, the sex chromosomes, that is X and Y. We also know that Y is the smallest chromosome. Y is the smallest chromosome. Here, fertilization process is finished. Moreover, a number of sperms attached to the wall of egg or ovum. But one sperm fertilizes the egg. One sperm fertilizes the egg. When one sperm enters into an egg, the egg membrane or the plasma membrane it becomes thickened. Plasma membrane ko na tar thickness ta बढ़ी jibo. That is called a fertilization membrane, which prevents the other sperms to enter. Which prevents the other sperms to enter. So this is about a brief mechanism about fertilization. A brief mechanism about fertilization. Now we discuss about the significance of fertilization. Fertilization that restores the diploid condition of an organism. And here, due to fertilization, the diploid cell is formed, that is called zygote. Zygote is a single cell which contains 2n number of chromosomes. जो 2n number of chromosome को नेकरी बा zygote को नेकरी पूरे मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म को पुनर्बार तैयारी ही करी. हमको से male human being produces sperm, female human being produces ovum. These sperm and ovum are formed from diploid cell. But after fusion, there is a restoration of the diploid condition. So fertilization restores the diploid condition of an organism. Fertilization helps the appearance of both paternal and maternal characters in offsprings or young ones. कारण ये zygote को लेकर उन्हें young one व offspring period. The nucleus of a sperm contains paternal chromosomes. The nucleus of ovum contains maternal chromosomes. So, paternal characters and maternal characters, both characters are inherited or transmitted to the offspring or young one. So, fertilization helps the transfer of both paternal and maternal characters into the offsprings. Fertilization also completes the second maturation phase. You previously known about oogenesis. Oogenesis, first multiplication, second growth phase, third maturation phase. First maturation, second maturation phase. First maturation phase complete hela pare am pauche kona secondary oocyte. Secondary oocyte. किंतु second maturation phase complete hela pare जे हम पाइबो ovum. मन रख in ovary there is no formation of ovum. When the secondary oocyte enters into the oviduct, when the secondary oocyte enters into the oviduct and also fertilization takes place, secondary oocyte becomes a diploid ovum. Secondary oocyte becomes a diploid ovum. Secondary oocyte, that is a haploid, but after fertilization it becomes a diploid zygote. So these are about the fertilization. Due to fertilization, a single cell zygote is formed. Look at this diagram. This is the zygote, which is diploid, containing a 12 number of chromosomes. That is the cytoplasm, which is it is the outermost zona pellucida. It is the outermost zona pellucida. Early stages of embryonic development. वर्तमान हम पढ़िबा early stages of embryonic development. Early stages प्रारंभिक कौन सब रही स्टेज of embryonic development से विषय कारण here fertilization process टी कंप्लीट हे गला single cell zygote is formed ताको नेई कि गोटे मल्टी सेलुलर ऑर्गेनिज्म फॉर्मेशन. So embryonic development but development of an embryo starts from zygote. By a process known as cleavage. The word cleavage, that is from the term cleave. Cleave means divide. So cleavage means division or segmentation. So here the division or segmentation of a zygote. Zygote, that is a diploid cell which divide repeatedly and also mitotically to form a multicellular embryo. The early multicellular embryo, that is called morula. So cleavage is a repeated mitotic division of a zygote. Mitotic division. So look at this diagram. The zygote first divides by mitosis. This is the first division. The प्रथम division due to which a two-celled embryo is formed. That is a two-cell. Now here a single cell divided into two cells with two nuclei. It would a nucleus, you would a cell. These cells are called as blastomeres. These cells are called as blastomeres. Then I am going to say this is the two-cell stage, which is formed by the division of the zygote by mitosis. Then repeated division two-cell stage also divide mitotically to form a four-cell stage. Four-cell stage also divide mitotically to form 8-cell stage. 8-cell stage also divide mitotically to form a 16-cell stage. 16-cell stage also divide mitotically to form a 32-cell stage. This 32-cell stage, that is called morula embryo. So this is the first division, this is the second division, this is the third division. Then further third division complete hela pare हम 8 cell और fourth division complete hela pare हम पाइबा 16 cell. 16 cell कोनी fifth division माध्यम रे conversion होबा into 32 cell stage. In case of human beings हमें पाई परिबा 16 cell stage নহলে 32 cell stage. That is the morula. Fast cleavage which occurs 30 hours of fertilization. Fertilization रो 30 घंटा परे आरंभ होबो fast cleavage. Fertilization रो 40 घंटा परे आरंभ होबो second cleavage. Means fast cleavage रो 10 घंटा परे. Third cleavage, that is 72 hours after fertilization. Fertilization को 72 घंटा परे आरंभ होगा third cleavage. And fourth and fifth after third cleavage about 10 hours by about 1 days. ये इंटरवल में हमें फोर्थ और फिफ्थ क्लीवेज हमें पाएंगे। चलिए मुख्यतः एबाउट मनोरको एकोडे लिखाई छै हमर ब्लास्टोसिस्ट एम्ब्रायो माने जो मोरुला एम्ब्रायो दैट इज कन्वर्टेड इनटू ब्लास्टुला और ब्लास्टोसिस्ट एम्ब्रायो। अब ये जो ब्लास्टोसिस्ट एम्ब्रायो फॉर्मेशन पाके 6 to 7 डेज भीतर कंप्लीट हे छै। कारण हमें पहले एटा होछ हमर थर्ड क्लीवेज का 5 घंटा पाके 3 दिन सरी होছে और फोर्थ और फिफ्थ क्लीवेज दैट्स द ब्लास्टोसिस्ट about 7 days to 8 days भीतर एटा फिनिश है। अच्छा चलो हम जानिले these are the successive division of the zygote, successive division of the zygote to form a morula embryo, and the morula embryo then converted into a hollow ball of cells that is called blastula or blastocyst embryo. Morula, it's a solid ball of cells and it looks like a ball. Why it looks like a mulberry? So it looks like a ball which is solid and it contains about 16 to 32 cells. But morula is converted into blastula or blastocyst. It is also a ball of cells but hollow. It possesses a cavity that is called the blastocele or cavity of blastula. The blastocele or the cavity of blastula that is enclosed by a layer of cells that is called the trophoblast. Okay, we previously known that the polarity of an egg is fixed. The polarity of an egg is fixed. Duty pole पाउतले one is animal pole, other is vegetal pole. So this is the diploid zygote. There are also successive division, finally formation of blastocyst. आर मतलब duty pole हम पाई करिबा मुख्यतः towards vegetal pole हमें पाउसे inner cell mass. Here blastomeres माने होता है mass that is called inner cell mass और embryonic knob पाई करिबा embryonic knob. Inner cell mass or embryonic knob towards the vegetal pole. This is the cavity called the blastocele. And the blastocele cavity is enclosed by a layer of cells called the trophoblast. And this is the outermost zona pellucida. And this is the blastula or blastocyst, which enters into the uterus for the purpose of implantation. Which enters into the uterus for the purpose of implantation. Implantation, that is the attachment of blastula or blastocyst to the endometrium of a uterine wall. To the endometrium of a uterine wall. At the time of implantation, there is a degeneration of zona pellucida. Degeneration of zona pellucida. But after implantation, the next process it is called gastrulation. The beginning of gastrulation. Moreover, as the next process or gastrulation proceeds, the blastocele or cavity of blastula degenerated. The trophoblast which forms extra embryonic membranes inside the mother's uterus. Extra embryonic membranes of कौन कौन सी विषय में डिस्कस करेगा? The inner cell mass or embryonic knob that forms embryo body proper. Actually, embryo body तो दिए वो केवल inner cell mass को नहीं और embryonic knob को नहीं. और trophoblast जैसे embryo चारिपटे तीन किलो के membranes. In case of human beings, mostly 4 membranes. These are amnion, chorion, allantois, and euxia. These are called extra embryonic membranes. Tissue membranes role details is them discussion. तो ये हम सिंपली जानी गले blastocyst formation है गला परे which enters into the mother's uterus for the purpose of implantation or implantation by the influence of a hormone called progesterone and by the help of a chorionic villi or a placenta. Our implantation case हम जानिले the blastocyst embryo that is attached to the endometrium of the uterine. It is chorionic villi or placenta role, progesterone hormone role which help in implantation of blastocyst to the endometrium of the uterine. After implantation, the trophoblast that forms extra embryonic membranes and the inner cell mass forms embryo body. Okay. वर्तमान हमें जानिबा about the types of cleavage. Types of cleavage. One is holloblastic cleavage. Holloblastic cleavage. Another is meroblastic cleavage. Holloblastic cleavage, meroblastic cleavage. Holloblastic cleavage is called complete cleavage. Holloblastic cleavage that is the complete cleavage. Meroblastic cleavage that is the incomplete cleavage. Holloblastic cleavage is complete. Meroblastic cleavage is incomplete. Holloblastic cleavage जो हम human being case में पाई गई है, तो हम human eggs which are alicita. By human zygote that is alicita, but its cytoplasm contains negligible amount of EO. So the egg which divides easily. For at the time of cleavage, the cleavage furrow which passes from animal pole towards the vegetal pole, passes from animal pole towards the vegetal pole through the center. Look at this diagram. This is the zygote. This is the animal pole. This is the vegetal pole. Okay. This is the center. Then हमको से in case of holloblastic cleavage or complete cleavage, the cleavage furrow means a depression which divide the egg, that is called cleavage furrow. The cleavage furrow which passes from animal pole towards the vegetal pole through the center. This is called a holloblastic cleavage or complete cleavage. But in case of meroblastic cleavage or incomplete cleavage, the cleavage furrow does not pass through the center. Passes from animal pole towards vegetal, but does not pass through the center. Why? Due to presence of a huge amount of yolk in egg cytoplasm. मुख्यतः in case of birds मान case towards vegetal pole huge amount of yolk in the cytoplasm. The cleavage furrow does not pass through the center. It passes through the periphery from animal pole towards the vegetal pole. So this is called a meroblastic cleavage by incomplete cleavage. In case of holloblastic cleavage or complete cleavage, if the two resulting cells are equal in size, called holloblastic equal cleavage. If the resulting cells are unequal in size, that is called holloblastic unequal cleavage. Holloblastic equal cleavage that is found in case of mammals. Holloblastic unequal cleavage that is found in case of amphibians. Next, about determinate cleavage and indeterminate cleavage. Determinate cleavage and indeterminate cleavage. Determinate cleavage. So if the fate of blastomeres is predetermined, that is called determinate cleavage. If the fate of blastomeres is predetermined or presumed, माने ब्लास्टोमियर को ब्लास्टोमियर को लेकर एम्ब्रायो को ऑर्गन तैयारी हो जेटा पूर्व निर्धारण करा जाय परिबो दैट इज कॉल्ड डिटरमिनेट क्लीवेज if the fate of blastomeres is not predetermined or presumed that is called indeterminate cleavage. Determinate cleavage that is found in case of flatworms, roundworms. Indeterminate cleavage that is found in all vertebrates. In case of human beings, we found indeterminate cleavage. Now, according to the plane of cleavage, according to the plane of cleavage, according to the plane of division, cleavage also divided into 4 types. That is meridional plane of cleavage, vertical plane of cleavage, equatorial plane of cleavage, and latitudinal plane of cleavage. Okay. Look at this diagram. This is the meridional plane of cleavage. This is the vertical plane of cleavage. This is the equatorial plane of cleavage. This is the latitudinal plane of cleavage. This is the zygote. It's the center. ये जो गारंटी को कपूर से डाला cleavage puero. This is the cleavage puero. It's the animal pole. It's the vegetal pole. In case of I mean, the meridional plane of cleavage, the cleavage puero, which passes from animal pole towards the vegetal pole through the center. So, in case of vertical plane of cleavage, the cleavage puero passes from animal pole towards the vegetal pole, but does not through the center. In case of equatorial plane of cleavage, এটা হচ্ছে the plane of cleavage, এটা হলো center, এটা animal pole, এটা vegetal pole. In case of equatorial plane of cleavage, the cleavage puero which passes through the center and it forms the right angle. It forms right angle to the animal vegetal polar axis. अरे मने करो এটা আমরা animal vegetal polar axis জানি. This is the polar axis. কিন্তু এটা হচ্ছে cleavage puero plane. Right angle formation also. So the cleavage puero which passes through the center and it forms a right angle to the animal vegetal polar axis. This plane of cleavage is equatorial. This plane of cleavage is equatorial. Look at this diagram. This is the latitudinal plane of cleavage, which is equal to equatorial, but the cleavage puero does not pass through the center. Does not pass through the center. So these are about the types of cleavage. So cleavage, the significance मुख्यतः होची कोण? ना it converts a unicellular zygote. It converts a unicellular zygote into a multicellular embryo. It produces a large number of cells. These large number of cells are called as blastomeres. These are the building. So these are required for the building of offspring's body. तो मुख्यतः offspring रो शरीर तैयारी होबा पे दरकार cells. Which cells? Now blastomeres. Blastomeres are the diploid cells which are formed by the mitotic division of the zygote. Now these blastomeres act as the building blocks by building units of offsprings. It means cleavage brings about the distribution of a cytoplasm among the blastomeres. And at the time of cleavage, division of nucleus and division of cytoplasm. Where division of nucleus, that is called karyokinesis by mitosis, nuclear division by mitosis, and cytoplasmic division by the formation of a cleavage fluid. So here cleavage brings about the distribution of a cytoplasm among the blastomeres. So this is about cleavage. So पिलाने गोटे टर्म पे जानो पार्थेनोजेनेसिस. Parthenogenesis is a process in which an unfertilized egg develops into an embryo. तुम simply जानिस when the egg is fertilized that develops into an embryo. But parthenogenesis is a process in which unfertilized egg develops into an embryo. That is found in case of wasp, found in case of honeybee. Honeybee case रे हम पाई परिबा मुख्यतः queen honeybee produces two types of eggs, that is fertilized and unfertilized. Fertilized egg develops into female sex, unfertilized egg that develops into male sex. So, unfertilized egg develops into an embryo. The process is called parthenogenesis. But the embryo is haploid because it develops from an unfertilized egg. So, the embryo that is haploid. It is also called Argentopus parthenogenesis. Our offspring that result to parthenogenesis belong to one sex. And offsprings carries only maternal characters. This offspring it possesses only maternal characters because it is produced from unfertilized egg. Egg is formed by mother. Next, we discuss about twins. Twins, it may be monozygotic twins or dizygotic twins. Monozygotic twins or dizygotic twins. Monozygotic twins which are formed from a single zygote. But dizygotic twins which are formed from two zygotes. So, monozygotic twins, otherwise we can say identical twins. Because monozygotic twins are पूरा carbon copy वाला देखा जाए. किंतु dizygotic twins, otherwise called fraternal twins. Fraternal, not paternal. F-A-T-E-R-N-A-L. कारण dizygotic twins माने एका वाला देखा जाए नहीं, माने कार्बन कॉपी हेबे. मोनोजाइगोटिक ट्विन्स बिलोंग टू वन सेक्स. मोनोजाइगोटिक ट्विन्स जो तैयारी हेबे माने गोटे सेक्स रहिते, आइदर मेल हेबे नले फीमेल हेबे. किंतु डाइजाइगोटिक ट्विन्स आइदर मेल हे परिबे नले फीमेल हे परिबे, नले गोटिए मेल गोटिए फीमेल हे परिबे. एका वाला देखा जाबे नाही. किंतु मोनोजाइगोटिक ट्विन्स आइदर मेल or female look identical. In monozygotic twins, one sperm and one ovum are involved, but in dizygotic twins, two sperms and two ova are involved. Monozygotic twins case रे one sperm, one ovum. In dizygotic twins case रे दुईटी sperm और दुईटी ovum दरकार. In the monozygote twins possess same genotype or genetic constitution, so identical, but dizygote twins have different genotypes. ସେଥିପାଇଁ they are not identical. Okay. Monozygote twins at the time of development inside the mother's uterus were enclosed by a common extra embryonic membrane. But dizygote twins inside the mother's uterus were enclosed by two separate extra embryonic membranes. Okay. So how the monozygote twins? I mean, monozygote twin case रे one sperm, one ovum रे involvement. So how the monozygote twins are formed? Monozygote twins. Here involvement of one sperm, one ovum. If a female, or if a female produces two eggs at a time, यदि a female sex, a mature female produces two eggs, and I will say in a month one egg produced by a mature female from a ovary. But if you have an exceptional case, if two eggs produced by a female sex at a time, and these two eggs are fertilized by two sperms. These two eggs are fertilized by two sperms. One sperm bearing X chromosome, another sperm bearing Y chromosome. One sperm bearing X chromosome, another sperm bearing Y chromosome. तो इठी हम कौन होचे ना ये होचे egg. This is the egg. This is the egg. Okay. This is the egg. This is the egg. ठीक है ना? तो ये जो egg है वो देखो से so it bearing X chromosome, it also bearing X chromosome. But these are the eggs. Here these are the two sperms. अच्छा. हमें भी कौन से it is two sperm fertilized two eggs. इधर हमें तो monozygote twins है कि ये वो dizygote twins. हमें कौन से उठे female sex produces two eggs at a time. एक egg produce करता है. These two eggs are fertilized by two sperms. One sperm bearing X chromosome, another sperm bearing Y chromosome. But here, it is fusion here पर आसेगा XX, it is fusion here पर आसेगा XY. तो ये XX आसेगा पर है, ये आपका here कौन? ना हमारा female twin, ये here male twin. तो ये जो दो twins दिए निला तले एमाना आइडेंटिकल देखा जी बनाई एमाना करो जेनोटाइप और जेनेटिक कॉन्स्टिट्यूशन होचे डिफरेंट. So these twins are called dizygotic twins. Your involvement of two eggs and two sperms. Well, how the monozygote twins are formed? Here involvement of one sperm and one ovum. Well, gote sperm and gote ovum fusion ହେଇକି हमको ତିଆରି ହେଲା zygote. ये ହେଲା zygote. It's a single cell. हमरो ये zygote एठी कहला ना हमरो फर्स्ट क्लीवेज प्रोसेस करे डिवाइड ହେଇକି दीटा सेल है. फर्स्ट प्रोसेस करे डिवाइड ହେଇକି दीटा सेल है. मन करे zygote हमें पाउछे डबल x. ये डिवाइड ହେଇକି दीटा सेल है. तो ये दीटा सेल हमरो एसोसिएट ହେଇକି रहिला नाही. ये दीटा सेल हमरो अलग अलग है. अलग अलग है. अलग अलग से एतरो XX क्रोमोसोम एतरो बदलला XX क्रोमोसोम. केमति हबो ना प्रथमे XX थिला तापरे ई जो सेल अलग है कि यार फर्दर डिवीजन है सब दिला नहीं. अरे हमको से ये लोग सिंगल सेल जाइगोट. The zygote during our double X chromosome. Your involvement of one sperm and one ovum. तर ये जाइगोट की थियरी गला परे ये जाइगोट की जो प्रथम डिवाइड हे जो दुईटी सेल है प्रथम डिवाइड हे दुईटी सेल है कि जो दुईटा सेल के हैला एथरा हम पाइले XX क्रोमोसोम एथरा हम पाइले XX क्रोमोसोम कि ये दुईटा सेल हमरो एसोसिएट एक रहिला नाही इट बिकम सेपरेट and each blastomere it also behave as a zygote ये गोटे zygote पर बिहेव करिवो ये गोटे zygote पर बिहेव करिवो आर पर क्वार्टर डिवीजन हे चलिवो आर पर क्वार्टर डिवीजन हे चलिवो जातरे ये गोटे एम्ब्रायो होबो ये गोटे एम्ब्रायो कन्वर्सन तले ये जो एम्ब्रायो के होबो ये फीमेल सेक्स ये मध्ये से फीमेल सेक्स जदि zygote हमर XY कंडीशन थांता तले ये XY एम्ब्रायो ये XY एम्ब्रायो माने ये मेल एम्ब्रायो ये मेल एम्ब्रायो तले मोनोजाइगोट ट्विन केस रे मन रखो आइदर मेल और फीमेल गोटे मेल गोटे फीमेल ही परिबो सो दिस इज अबाउट fertilization parthenogenesis twins formation and cleavage. Check.